They are scent cards. You just give that a quick smell for me. Can you tell me what color this is right here? Good. 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 No matter where the light goes. Well, do you mind if I give you a massage? Are you okay with that? And we are going to get you to taste each one. Try to get this off without spilling. Mind if I just get in there and do a quick little clean? How many taps did you hear? Hello there. How are you doing? Excellent, I'm glad to hear. And according to my chart here, we'll be doing a cranial nerve exam today. Okay. And can I just grab your name real quick? Perfect, that's who we got here. All right, we can get started. I think we will start just by taking a check at your lungs and your heartbeat there, okay? Let's do that. I'm just going to place this on your back here. I'm just going to get you to take a couple deep breaths for me, okay? Just in and out. And take a breath in and out. Perfect. And we're just going to do it again just on the other side here, okay? And breathe in for me. And breathe out. Perfect. And just on this side, just in the front now, okay? And just take a deep breath in for me. Perfect. And just breathe out. Okay, perfect. And just again on this side here, just in the front, okay? And just take a deep breath in. And let it out. Perfect. Okay. Everything sounds normal with your breathing and your lungs. So we'll be able to move on to the next one, okay? And we'll get started with jumping into the tests now, okay? And first we're just going to start off with some smell tests, okay? To see if everything's good with your nostrils there, okay? And so I have a few cards here. Sorry about that. A couple cards here. They are scent cards. And at first they will need a good scratching, okay? So using this brush here, I'm going to be doing that, okay? Here we go. Takes a lot of scratching, but I think this one is ready for you to smell. So can you just give that a quick smell for me? And can you tell me what that smell is? That is correct. Excellent guess. We will move on to the next one then and see if you can guess it as well. Okay, so we have a different scent here, a different card scent, and we are going to see if you can get it just like the last one, okay? And we will get started. Okay, so that one is good and scratched now. Could you give this one a smell and tell me what is the scent here? Yes, you are correct once again. Let's see if we can make it third time's the charm. Got this final card here. And this one's a doozy, so please bear with me. This a sniff here, and can you tell me what this smells like? Yes, correct. You were right again. You got 3 for 3. I'm very impressed. Okay, so everything is looking fantastic with that. With that nerve. Okay. So I think we're going to move on just to the next one now. Okay. And this one will be all about the sight, okay? I'm going to test to see what things you can see what's in your peripheral vision, do an eye chart. We're going to go through the whole thing here, okay? All right, let's get that started. Okay, I'm just going to set up the area here, okay? So we're first going to start with just putting up the eye chart here, okay? Just gonna go right up here behind. Here, you've got a good distance of the chart. Okay, good. And next I'm just gonna grab my little instrument here, as well as a light pen for after. Okay. So I think we'll start just by jumping into the eye chart here, okay? I'm just going to point to some of these letters and numbers, and we're going to get a sense of how well your eyesight is, okay? Excellent. And starting just right up here, can you tell me what this one is here? Good. And what about this number here? Good, okay. And we're going to go down to the next line here. And can you tell me what this letter is here? Excellent. And what about this one? Good, good. And can you tell me this number here? Fantastic. We're going to move down on to the third line now. And can you tell me what this letter is here? Excellent, yes. And carrying on with the rest of the line. Good. That is correct. And can you tell me the number on the end there? Yes, 3. Perfect. And before we move on to the fourth line, can you tell me what color this is right here? Good. And what about this one just above it? Okay, good. You can see those colors. Perfect. And now we're just going to move on to the fourth line here. And I'm just going to trail along and just shout them out. And I will tell you if you're correct or not, okay? And starting right here. Yes. 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 And just the number on the end. Yes. That is very good. And we'll just move on to the fifth line now, okay? And just starting with the first one here. Good. 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 Yes. Good. And just finishing with that ending number here. That is correct. And now we're just going to move back down to the sixth line here. And starting with this one here. That is correct. Good. Yes. Perfect. Fantastic. Wonderful. And just to finish off again with the number here. Fantastic. And you can make out this color here as well, I assume. Perfect. What about the one below it here? Just this one right here. Yes, correct. That is fantastic. So we're going to try the last 2 lines, but don't panic too much with these ones because we're mostly just looking for above the green line for most people, okay? So if you can't get some of them, please don't feel like you should beat yourself up at all about it, okay? And just starting with this letter just right here. Good. Yes, correct. Good, good. Yes. Correct and perfect. And let's try this last 20/20 line, okay? And we can see if you have 20/20 vision, okay? And just starting on the left side here, working our way over. Good. Yes. That is correct. You are correct. Yes. Good. 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 And yes, correct. You've gotten them all correct. So you have 20/20/20/20 vision. Well, not 20/20/20/20 vision. Just 20/20 vision. But it is perfect, impeccable, and I'm so glad you can see. You want to try the other lines? Absolutely. Let's see how well you can do, okay? And just starting from here. Correct. Yes. Good. Good. Fantastic. Wonderful. Good. Yes. Wow. And you got the number as well. And let's go down to the next one here. Okay. Yes. Good. Very good. Good. And good. You are impressing me. But let's see if we can stump you with the very, very last line here, okay? Starting from this side here. Good. Yes. Absolutely. Good. Good. Yes. Yes. Good. Wonderful. And you are correct. You have perfect 20/10 vision. 20/10 vision. you have impeccable vision. So I am happy to say you have passed this one with flying colors. And we are just going to do some of the light, using the light pen, just to identify just some of the other areas of the eye, okay? Perfect. We're just going to start by just taking this down here. Set aside. And now we're just going to use my trusty handy dandy light pen, okay? And what we're going to do is see how your peripheral vision is doing, okay? Seeing the light when it comes into perspective, when it comes into that field of vision, okay? So you just let me know as soon as you start to see that light pop in. Excellent. And good. Okay. Yes. Perfect. Good. 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 Very, very good. 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 Perfect. Yes, everything seems to be in perfect condition with your peripheral, okay? So now we're just going to change it up just a bit, a little bit more of a challenging task, okay? So I'm going to, again, keep putting around the light pen here, okay? I'm going to point my finger up, and I would just like you to focus on the tip of my finger, okay? And try not to get distracted by the light, okay? That will be the important part, seeing if your eyes are reacting and wanting to move to the light, okay? It'll be able to allow us to see how well your eyes are doing for focus, okay? Are you ready? Okay. Now just remember, keep it focused just on this finger, just on the tip top of my finger here, okay? No matter where the light goes, okay? Good, that's right. Keep focused on that finger there, okay? Just keep focusing just on that finger there. Perfect. Now I'm going to move some movement with the finger as well, okay? So just keep focused even when the light passes your path, your eye path, your vision path, okay? Good. Perfect. Stay focused on that finger, okay? Stay focused no matter how distracting the light can be. And even if the light tries to mimic the movements, okay? Good, good. Everything with your eyes looks impeccable. Everything is perfect, okay? I don't think it could be any more perfect. So I think we'll just get started with the next tests, okay? Okay. So for the next one, we're just going to be doing some facial expressions, okay? What's that? Oh, your facial muscles are hurting you today. Okay. Well, do you mind if I give you a massage? Are you okay with that? You feel like that will help at all? Okay, perfect. Absolutely. No problem at all. Okay. So I'll start up at the forehead here, work my way down to the jaw, go into the neckline, and then just come up the back of the ears here, okay? Perfect, okay. And then after that, we'll do some facial testing just right after that, okay? Perfect. Okay, we're just going to start up on the forehead here. Good, good. see your face here, okay? And we're just going to move down to your chin here. Going to move on just to your neck now here, okay? And just behind the ears as well. And how does that feel? Good, good. Okay. Now I'm just going to get you to clench your jaw for me, okay? Good, just like that. Just going to have a look at the sides here. Perfect. Everything looks good. And now can you give me a frown face? Good, just like that. Okay, good. I'm just going to do a little bit of resistance as well, okay? So I'm just going to do a little pulling on the frown. Everything looks good there, though, okay? Okay, and now can I get you to do a shocked face with your eyebrows lifted, okay? Good, just like that. Good, and I'm just going to try and move them slightly here, okay? Everything looks good, everything looks good. Perfect, excellent. And now the last face, I'm just going to get you to do a scrunched face, okay? So just scrunch up your entire face for me. Good, good, good. Okay, I'm just going to try and untighten these here, okay? Good, good. Prevent me. Excellent. That's perfect. Everything looks great with that as well. So we're just going to move on to the test that we have here, okay? Okay, and I think we are going to do the tasting next, okay? So we're going to use these testers. There are 3 of them in total, okay? And we are going to get you to taste each one, and just like the smells, try and guess the taste for us, okay? Perfect. Okay, so these lids can be tricky because they do have a safety feature on them, so try to get this off without spilling. Okay, and we're just going to get every excess off we can. Okay, and I'm just going to drop a few drops on your tongue, so if you just want to stick out your tongue for me, okay? Perfect, and here come the drops here. Good, good. They are landing on your tongue. Perfect. And I'm going to let you take a little second just to guess. Just to think about it, okay? Really taste the taste. Okay? You ready? Yes, you are correct. That was it. That was it. Good job. Everything seems to be impeccable. I wouldn't be surprised if the rest of your tests are as well, okay? Fantastic. You might be a superhuman for all I know. Okay, so let's see if you are. Let's finish these tests and find out. Put these tricky lids on. There we go. And I'm going to grab the next one here. And here we go. Well, this one's almost empty. I gotta make sure I dig down to the bottom of the bottle to get any of the flavor. think I got some. Knock off any excess. Okay, and same deal. I'm just going to get you to stick out your tongue, okay? Perfect. And here come the drops. Good, good. Perfect. Landed right on there. And if you could tell me what that tastes like. I'll give you a second just to kind of taste it out. Yes. What do you think it is? You are correct. That's another one right. Okay, well, let's move on to the third and see if you can get it. Okay, and here's the third one here. This one too, I have to really dig to the bottom to get the flavoring. There we go. And I'm just going to knock off some extra. Perfect. And just get you to stick out your tongue. Excellent. And tell me what this tastes like. I'll give you just a second there so you can taste it out. And what do you think it is? You are correct. 3 in a row. Excellent job. Okay, and I'll put this last one away. And everything looks great with your taste nerves, your taste buds, and all your tasting nerves, okay? So we're going to move along to the next set of tests. Okay, and the last one is just to do with hearing, okay? You feel like you can't hear all that good? Okay. Well, I have some ear cleaners just right here, some Q-tips. Do you mind if I just get in there and do a quick little clean? Okay, perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I'm just going to start on this ear here, okay? And just on the other side now. Okay, perfect. Do you feel like you can hear any better now? Do you feel like you can hear any better now? You can? Okay, perfect. That's what we were just looking for. So for the first test, there are going to be 2 of them in total, okay? So for this one, I'm going to be tapping on an object, and I'd just like you to tell me how many taps you hear, okay? Perfect. We'll get started with that one first. Okay, I'm going to put this just right next to you right here, okay? And you just tell me. You can even feel free to close your eyes. If you feel better and more comfortable leaving them open, you can do that too, whichever you feel like you can focus on the sounds, okay? All right, so tell me how many taps you hear, okay? How many taps did you hear? Perfect, okay. And what about now? I'm just going to come on this side now. How many taps did you hear? Correct, yes, good job. Okay. And now we're going to switch it up. We're going to take the 2 items, switch them from either ear, okay? So now on this side, we're going to do the sound that you heard on this side, okay, previously. And you tell me how many taps you hear, okay? How many taps did you hear? Yes, it was a lot, but yes, that is correct. Good job. And now just on this side, okay? Tell me how many taps you hear. How many taps did you hear? Yes, perfect. You were on the ball with that one. Excellent. Okay. And I guess that leaves us with the final hearing test, which is a whisper test. I'm going to be whispering words into your ears, okay? And you tell me those words back to me, okay? Perfect. So let's get started with the first word. And that first word is relaxation. Good. Station. Good. And what about this one? ASMR. Yes, absolutely. And what about this one? Sleeping, sleeping. Yes, correct. And what about this one? Cranial nerve exam. Excellent. What about this one? Dr.Relaxa. Yes, perfect. Well, your hearing, just like all your other nerves from all the other tests, seem impeccable. And they seem to be in perfect working order. Yeah, absolutely. You are a superhuman. Oh, wait. You are a superhuman? You are a superhero? Well, thank you so much for everything that you do, and I appreciate it, and I'm glad that I can check your cranial nerves for you to make sure everything's working properly. Fantastic. Yeah, if you have an emergency, you can just go right out that window. Feel free, absolutely. All right, well, take care, and please come back for another cranial nerve exam. Take care.